So today I'm going to be going over the trade that I took, which unfortunately got break even, and I was targeting a 1 to 11 risk to reward. So coming into today, to be honest, I was only really wanting longs, as on the higher time frame, I do feel like we are very overextended. We haven't really manipulated to zero point 0.5 of any range to the downside yet on the 4 hour. So I thought we were already very overextended. Then 8 a.m. came, swept this low. It doesn't look like it is. It looks like equal lows, but it has been swept. And so then coming down to the 1 hour, I was looking at the way the day was already looking. And yeah, we're overextended on today as well. We've already extended about 500 points after doing that sweep also. And to me, this looks like a higher time frame AMD setup, point of three, as this just looks like manipulation, to be honest. Very rangy in between this range. We've then came manipulated below this range low here, and then we're now starting to get a bit of structure in this rejection block here, which it made. So I then came down at the 15 minute. I seen that we inverse this FVG right here, and 9:15 already came. It's also paired with a 15 minute, and to be honest, it just looks like this is going to be the area where it is going to hold, because there's a lot of PD arrays. There's a lot of, well, it's the bottom of where it will reverse if it's going to be truly bullish on the day. As on the 1 hour, it made that rejection block. I marked out the CE of it, but we didn't need to come down to this, to be honest. It just needed to at least tap the rejection block, which it was. And then well, it done it at 10 a.m, sorry, because it wasn't formed until 10 a.m closed. I mean 9 a.m closed. So then I was looking at, I was gonna see if I come down to the lower time frame, if I was waiting for a 5 minute rejection block out of this, to be honest, because we did have SMT on this low at the time. ES was like up here, but we didn't really have a nice rejection block at all that I was liking. And if you come down onto the 1 minute, yeah, it's just before 10 a.m, but we were also started to form a range, and I did not want to take it in this, but I'll skip to 10 a.m of what I was seeing. I'll get rid of this 15 minute inversion. So yeah, this 9:30 manipulated to the upside. To be honest, I just seen this as more just resting liquidity. I didn't think we were gonna push any lower than this low today, but so I waited for 10 a.m, 9:30 open, 10 a.m open in a relatively close spot. So then what's that? So 10 a.m opened. It did open higher, but we were in this range. I was wanting, to be honest, to see it resweep this and tap into the 0.5 of the hourly, or at least just get a manipulation out of this range. I didn't want to be taking a 10 a.m open trade in a range, because it's just, I don't really want to be taking trades inside a range. So we didn't really get anything. You could have took that. That just doesn't interest me, as it is just, again, inside this range. But we did also still have SMT with ES at the time. I don't know why ES doesn't replay back to this as well, but we did still have SMT with ES. But I'll just move that back. Right, so then, yeah, so 10 a.m chopped when it opened, got a move up, made relatively equal highs, well, perfect equal highs, which was even better. And then So we came and swept out this ranges low right here, and then got nice displacement up through 10 a.m. This is what I did like, is this more looked like a better lower time frame point of 3 in the higher time frame PO3. In all these PD arrays here that it was also reacting off. So then, to be honest, I did miss this first trade where it came and tapped 10 a.m. here, right there, ticked it. You could have put a 10-point stop. I mean, you'd have got break even depending on where you were targeting. You could have targeted there for 1 to 5.5, but I'd have targeted up to these highs, to be honest, 930s highs. But yeah, I missed that. But then once we had made this new structure at 10, what I've done is I marked out the fib, and then I wanted to see it come and react rather in OTE, or it could react at 10 a.m. again, but I did want it to react out of OTE, so I waited for an entry trigger out of OTE, which, boom, it tapped the 0.705 here, and then so this, I marked out the CE of this rejection block here, which was nice out of it, and I ended around, my entry was at, quite a bad one to be fair, but my entry was around here. I'll show you the screenshot here. So this is where I ended, 29,344.75 out of this rejection block. So I got entered here, and I was targeting up here, or if we had SMT with ES, I'd have took, once ES took it, I'd have completely got out of my trade. So waited for that, got entered, and then my break even point was this FVG here, because I did not want to see it react out of this FVG at all. So we then slowly came back, tapped it again. Then if I move this out of the way, I'll just get rid of it, and I'll get rid of OTE as well. So you can see it reacted out the rejection block. Then it did react sort of quickly, but it was choppy to the upside. But yeah, I just went break even here, as I just didn't want to see any reaction. I just wanted to see it fly through it if it was truly gonna go for it. And then it ended up I got stop break even on this candle here, and then what it did do is it reswept and tapped this CISD perfectly here, and then eventually went and hit TP. Well, on this move here, ES, you can see, took this high, so I'd have got out around here, but it came perfectly again and tapped 10 a.m, 9:30 open to the tick, and then reacted to the upside. But looking at this now, it was in a very choppy range, to be honest. Like, it wasn't going to move nicely, because we already were overextended in both ways, really. It's not going to do 500 points, then 500 points back up. It is going to slowly do it if it's truly going to go. But yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate. I'll show you again. So I got stop break even on this candle, and then it did eventually go and take profit, but it's just one of them. It is what it is. I'm just trading in choppy price action, to be honest. It could have stopped me out straight away. It could have went straight to TP, but it's just one of them ones where it's just the price action that you're currently trading in isn't correlated with what you want. It's not gonna instantly fly up, so, well, every time anyway. But yeah, it did eventually work, but not the best delivery, but happy I took it, and I hope you can take something from it. Hope it helps.